Hermione Granger is a world-renowned study genius who scores perfect marks and consistently places at the top of her class through all 7 years at Hogwarts, which sets her up for the best job in the wizarding world. While she has her flaws and you shouldn't look to her if you're learning to fly a broomstick, Hermione exemplifies 6 habits that can, if implemented correctly, help you achieve straight A's with minimal effort in no time. The first thing that you see Hermione do is use logic over brute memorization. For example, notice how quickly she thinks on the spot in this next clip.
Stop moving, both of you. This is Devil's Snare. You have to relax. If you don't, it'll only kill you faster.
Now I can relax.
She says it best herself.
Actually, I'm highly logical, which allows me to look past extraneous detail and perceive clearly that which others overlook.
This is so effective because of something called passive versus active learning. Simply reviewing notes is passive. You can do it almost without thinking, which also means that it is practically useless. Applying your knowledge in context, however, forces you to solidify the neuron pathway in your brain, and it will help you remember the information much longer. Take a look at how Hermione reacts to Professor Umbridge in this next scene.
Will please copy the approved text 4 times to ensure maximum retention. There will be no need to talk.
You need to think's more like it.
Along with applying knowledge in context, there's a second study habit that Hermione uses to practically tattoo information onto her eyelids, and that is asking questions and fully participating in class. If Hermione is known for anything, it's her incredible intelligence and incessant hand raising. This habit is actually what allows her to memorize such vast amount of facts. Take a look at this next clip where she literally can't even help herself but answer the question in Professor Snape's class.
No one. How disappointing.
Please, sir. Furthermore, the werewolf only responds to the call of its own kind.
That is the second time you have spoken out of turn, Miss Granger. Are you incapable of restraining yourself, or do you take pride in being an insufferable know-it-all?
While this can be annoying, it is critical if you want to grasp every subject in class. Explaining something to the teacher is like teaching it, which forces you to articulate your knowledge in a very active way. Also, you're bound to make mistakes which will ingrain the knowledge even further into your head. Speaking of teaching, that is the next habit that Hermione does all the time because she can't just let Harry and Ron fail all their classes.
Look at you, playing with your cards. Pathetic. We've got final exams coming up soon.
I'm ready. Ask me any question.
All right. What are the 3 most crucial ingredients in a forgetfulness potion?
I forgot.
And what, may I ask, do you plan to do if this comes up in the final exam?
Copy off you?
What Hermione does is take the time to explain it to them while showing them how she did it. This can be really time consuming, especially in the busy schedules we have as students, but Hermione's proof that it works and it is worth your time. Tutoring your friends might well make the difference between getting an A or a B at the end of the semester. In her later years of school, Hermione institutes a very high level habit that is less about studying and more about life and career success. In her and Harry's 5th year at Hogwarts, she helps found Dumbledore's Army, a sort of high school club where she teaches her peers proper defense against the dark arts to substitute Professor Umbridge's terrible teaching. In this scene, she demonstrates a passion beyond books and theoretical intellect by introducing the club.
So, you all know why we're here. We need a teacher. Proper teacher. One who's had real experience defending themselves against the dark arts.
This is a crucial habit to develop to maximize your impact on the world and to get into a top university. Of course, there's no you-know-who in real life, but there are plenty of global issues, and the solutions are just waiting to be found. So find them. Beyond starting a club and studying, there's another habit Hermione does that would have gotten her immediately accepted to Harvard had she applied, and that is refusing to be scared of failure. This sets her apart from 99% of students because she will stick through classes that she doesn't like and seek out adventures even if they are risky. Just think about how much she hated her divination class, but how she stuck with it because she knew she was learning from a different perspective. This incredibly mature desire comes from her Muggle background. Something you could try is to incorporate your own heritage into your study habits as well. Watch carefully in this next scene how Hermione acts in a way that shows she is more than just your typical nerd.
What happens if Umbridge does find out?
Who cares? I mean, it's sort of exciting, isn't it? Breaking the rules.
Who are you and what have you done with Hermione Granger?
On the other hand, Hermione isn't without her flaws. In fact, you can learn more from this next habit than all the others combined because it's something that you shouldn't do. In her 3rd year, Hermione packs her schedule with so many classes that she has to use a time turner to be at 2 places at once. This severely impacts her character throughout the year, making her moody, short-tempered, and it is important to notice that she never does it again. Choosing to overwork yourself will not boost your academic performance. It's going to tank it. Learn from Hermione's mistakes and prioritize your mental health, and remember that you can only do so much. Please consider subscribing, give my other videos a watch, and I'll promise I'll turn you into an academic weapon. Thanks for watching.